Will DCF take my kids if there is a domestic violence incident or dispute? Yeah, it's a possibility. Domestic violence is such a serious issue and something that impacts our society and especially our children. Even if the kids are not always present or they're not in the same room as when these incidents occur, still it is an issue. And so DCF takes all of that very seriously. So if you do find yourself happen to be involved in a domestic violence incident or it's starting to grow, first and foremost, know that you're not alone. There is help throughout the country. There is help throughout each state. And here in Connecticut, there is an entire coalition all throughout the whole state, no matter where you call from, where somebody will be there to help you. Somebody will get you to safety. Somebody will get you set up with services, even housing, no matter what it is. And DCF, their main objective is to make sure that the child is not exposed to domestic violence. And so sometimes it unfairly deals with the individual who is the victim of the domestic violence. And I find that you have to actually try to help yourself in that situation, because that's what DCF is looking for. How are you going to take the steps necessary to safeguard yourself and the children especially? So what I always recommend is you have to think of the kids first and foremost in that situation. It is hard. You don't want to separate the kids from the other parent. You are trying to see how best to work that out, or it may feel very unsafe to try to leave. But in that instance, you really have to stop and think, is it worth having DCF come in and try to make the decision for me? And I'm going to tell you that it's not. I want you to be encouraged that, again, you are not alone. You are not the only person to have dealt with domestic violence, and it hurts me to say you may not be the last one to deal with domestic violence. But you can get help. There are hotlines available, and the way these hotlines work, they will get you to safety. They will meet you somewhere. They will get you set up with services and anything necessary. There are even laws to protect you so that you don't have to leave your home and the person who is causing the violence has to leave the home. There are protective orders that can come after arrest. There are restraining orders that you can get that can last for a year. So you're not alone, and there's definitely help for you. And we don't want this to be the thing that moves the kids from your care because DCF thinks you can't keep the kids safe. So yes, DCF can become involved and try to remove the kids only if you're unable to demonstrate that you can keep the kids safe.